Assalamu alaikum and welcome to ILFL Soccer Nights. Today we'll be discussing the Vets Championship, which concluded last Thursday. We'll be talking to the champions of the Premiership, the champions of Division 1 and the champions of Division 2. Before we do that, if we can just have a look at some of the results. First of all, if I can look at the results of the Premiership, if I can get that on screen, then we can just go for the results. Bromley Legends draw 1-1 with Mohammedan Vets. Stepney Legends win 1-0 against Abu Hani Vets. Sire Vets losing 1-0 to London Tigers, and Weavers Vets winning 3-0 to Bowman Masters. We seem to have a little difficult problem with the information going on the screen, but this is that's it. There it goes. And this is what it meant with the table itself. I can just show the table. Weavers coming on top of the Premiership, the new champions of VL8, and in second place London Tigers and Bowman Masters on third, respectively. First of all, welcome guys from Weavers Vets. I've got the Shajul Bhai, the chairman. Mukid Bhai from the chairman. We've got Shajul Bhai, the manager, and Ash, obviously one of the key players. First of all, Mukid Bhai, how does it feel being the champion of the Premiership itself? It's a massive achievement.
Excellent feeling, especially to finish above Tigers. And there are a lot of other good teams there, especially Beaumont, Stepney, Bromley. Yeah. It's a very, very competitive league, and I think my team and the players, they're all done fantastic.
Okay, let's straight away go to the manager. Obviously, you're the man on top. Obviously, you made this happen. How is it for you, and how does it feel being the champions of the Premiership? This is the first time. You've done it in First Division, you've done it in Cup, but this is the Premiership, which is, as you've seen it, it's a totally different kettle of fish altogether.
Yeah, this is our second year. I believe last year I said we're going to come hard, and I don't see any reason why we can't be the champion, and we've done it in the second year. And can I just congratulate my players? His passion, his commitment, his love for the team that actually made it happen. And obviously we've got some key players. One is sitting right next to me, he calls himself Danger Man. Russell in the keeper is a solid brick wall, I'm telling you. And obviously, you were watching. And
I've seen Russell for the last few years. That was unbelievable, to be honest.
And everyone, starting with Hakim Bhai, Ruvel, Monaf at the center, Akil Bhai, and we got Paolo, new addition, and obviously him at the front. It's danger for everyone. And Jahed, we got Faisal Bhai, we got Jamal. We got a lot of players.
So it was more of a teamwork. The hand was there before. Because last season we were there poor season. I think the expectation was there last season, and he didn't deliver. I think he came mid-table sort of.
Yeah, mid-table he was.
Wasn't like what you wanted. I think was that the hunger, the disappointment of being where you are, because expectation was high. You didn't meet it, because even before that you won the cup 2 times, and to finish halfway was quite poor. This season, you didn't have the best of start, if I'm correct. But I saw the progression during the mid-season. The desire was there.
Yeah. As I said, we're gonna get some new players, and we have some new addition, and because we found out what went wrong last year, and it was new year, we just came into the Premiership, and it's not everyone like Leicester that can do it. So yeah, obviously we did have the expectation, and as I said, I had the belief, my team had the belief, every player had the belief, and the commitment, the passion that took us there.
So what was different from last season to this season that actually boosted you to actually, that first title, really?
It's some technical things, in terms of play, in terms of the format, we did change, and obviously need some additional new players. Even like Russell, he came relatively new. Ash wasn't there.
Let's get your Danger Man, Ash. You put it, the Danger Man. Obviously, you come into last couple of seasons, if I'm correct. How has it been for you, or how? Tell us your experience.
So, firstly, thank you for having us on the show. Appreciate your generosity with kind words, and obviously to the management. I think for us as a team, the way I kind of analysed the team, I think I came in very late, so I'm a very young vet. Let's get that clear. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I do find it a bit embarrassing at times playing, because I don't think it's fair. But the reality is I'm playing, and I'm playing because I've got local mates who I grew up with. Last year we were inconsistent. I don't think the commitment was there from everyone. It was a bit start, stop. I think whereas this year or this year in the league itself, I think there was a common goal between each and every one of us that we wanted to succeed, we wanted to do well, and not only do well, we wanted to go beyond expectation.
You say obviously you find it slightly easy, but obviously to win the league you had to win the last game. So in that sense, you would say it was a bit competitive because you didn't win the league with 2-3 games in time.
No, and that's true. The reality is the pressure was on.
Yeah.
It was for us to lose the league.
Yeah.
If I'm really honest, and he may come across a bit disrespectful to others, there was no way in my mind that I felt we were going to lose that league. Huge ownership and responsibility was on each and every one of those players. Prior to the week, we had several conversations, motivational videos were shared amongst the WhatsApp group.
And I think from my understanding, I think the key area you won the league was your defensive and your keeper, because if you look at the table, only conceded 6 goals. And I think that's the best record in the whole of the 3 seasons. Because your back 4 or your back 2 and the keeper had a huge impact on your being successful. Rather be more, the defensive skills were more higher than offensive skills.
100%. We had 13 clean sheets in the league and cup. 9 of those clean sheets were in the league. And that stands, let's not be deluded here. That was a solid performance from each and every one of those defenders. And you mentioned Russ, the goalkeeper. Yeah. He single-handedly earned a number of points.
For me, I think he's the best keeper in West League.
It's only my opinion, of course. I'm going to bat for my team.
I've seen him because I'm from a neutral point of view. I've seen him in other competitions. I've seen him in Masters. I've seen him in the obviously league itself for the last few years or last few seasons. So he's a good aspect. Killer question now. Obviously, the league's finished. You won it. This Thursday is the cup final. You're playing again the Tigers. You've won it 2 times. Tigers won it 4 times. Who's the underdog, in your opinion, then?
The underdogs will be. It depends who looks at it and how you analyse it. So, from my personal opinion, I don't think for one moment that we will be the underdogs, because at the end of the day, we won the national masters. In our language, it's the Champions League. We won the league, but these don't matter anymore because it's a new chapter, it's a new game. Tigers got something to prove. We got nothing to prove to anybody anymore because at the end of the day, it's in the bag. But like you mentioned, we won the cup twice, 2 years in a row. Of course, we want the 3rd, but we're not under any pressure. I don't think each and every one of my teammates are not under pressure. We're confident that we will go out there on Thursday night and we will perform to the level we are entitled to perform. And there is no question, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's get the manager. The same question to yourself. Obviously, you're the main man on top. Obviously, Tigers is a great team, regardless of obviously they come runners up. This Thursday, what's your plan? What's your thought on? Do you feel the pressure is on Tigers, or is it both teams are equal par? In your opinion?
Oh, I believe it's pressure on Tigers because if you look at the stats this season, we beat them twice. Okay. So the history says, obviously we was maybe by name not on top because now people know we, and that's it. I don't see any reason why we can't. The pressure is not on us. My player is so relaxed, and I think, to be honest, pressure on Tigers.
This could be another mind game, so that while they're watching, well, it could be. Let's get the chairman as well. Obviously, it's a wonderful success to be cup holder and won it twice already. Premiership champion, the Masters holders. Do you feel the same way that the pressure is on Tigers, and is there something this could be a very crunch game?
I agree with my manager. The pressure is on them too, basically to beat us. We beat them twice, so they know our strength is well, and I think hopefully we can beat them Thursday.
So for this Thursday, are you making any different preparations, or the outlook is different? What's the plan behind the scenes? Because for me, that's a massive game. Because I think best 2 teams are in the final. Yes, Tigers didn't have the best in the season, but based on their history and what they achieved, and we're saying with the Weavers in the recent 2 seasons in particular, you're the team to watch out for. So we've got the 2 top teams playing, which I'm expecting fireworks and explosions on Thursday. From you, what are you expecting? Is it going to be a tight game, open game, or?
No, it's going to be a tight game. London Tigers, to be honest, they're one of the great teams. You can't deny it. It's going to be a tight game. But what I'm saying is, we beat them twice, so we got the confidence. And if we look at the strength, individual strength even, I don't see any reason why we can't be champion again. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk apart. It's going to be a tie game.
Yeah, that's why I thought, because obviously, yes, Weavers got the confidence on a high, but with the pedigree the Tigers have, and obviously the brand they got to look after, and obviously losing twice in the league must be hurting them. So obviously they'll be up for it. So I'm expecting a cracking final as well.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I think between the two teams, you're talking about whiskers length, in terms of the calibre, the quality. Both teams play some great football. You just mentioned about their defensive side as well. Tigers have got awesome, great defence as well. Firepower, pace. It's all there. So I think it's going to be a very, very exciting game. I mean, the question is maybe Tigers might be, a bit more coming out for revenge. So they might be a bit more angry and hungry. Is Weavers going to...
We've seen them play in the previous seasons. Obviously, we've seen them for the last many seasons. This season, they haven't been the strongest.
They haven't been the strongest, but us saying they haven't been the strongest, they still finished second, close to almost winning it. So on their best team, imagine how good that is. So their reserve team finished second. So, but
who's your money on then on Thursday?
Well, it depends. It depends how much Weavers. No, I'm gonna say. It depends how much Weavers have actually recovered from their celebration. So if they're still celebrating, I think.
I think they had a week, so I'm sure.
I think they've won quite a few tournaments, so they still might be on a high.
Would they be under pressure because now people are expecting Weavers to actually dominate?
I think Weavers going in this final game, I think they won't have any pressure, especially being league champions, being the Masters champions. You're on a high, so in terms of you could go in there relaxed, and play the football you want to, because you know that you've just already been successful this season. Whereas Tigers are going to get that anger, that hunger. Hang on a second, they've just taken our title away from us. That's where it's going to be interesting. Is is it going to be too lackadaisy for Weavers, and are Tigers going to be too sort of rational in terms of on their attacking side? So it's going to be an interesting final.
Back to the manager. Obviously, after Thursday, the final will be July. The next season will start we're looking at end of July. Do you think, obviously, you're going to keep the team as it is, or are you looking at to add more players? Like, as we said, a lot of the teams adding new, fresh 35-year-olds, using that pace. And every team needs that. A lot of the teams have learned, I've seen, they're recruiting a lot of 35-year-olds. I saw Bowman recruit 3 players who just turned 35, and hence why they came third. I saw Mohammed recruit a lot of players. Is that another thought process going in next season, or do you think you've got the squad is okay for next season?
No, that's always in our mind. We got some players. We are always hunting, and one addition, Murshid Bhai is already with us, and we got some players in mind, Munaf especially. I have to thank him, he's doing so much for the team, and Atik, of course. They made it so easy for me as a manager. I can't thank them enough. And obviously,
is that okay now? Because I know he broke his hand in the cup games.
I would say he's not okay, but he shows he's okay.
He's there every week, and
he's there every week, regardless rain or shine. But the worry is, if he goes again, he was telling me today, this Thursday he wants to go on. But my worry, to be honest, when he play, you can say the hunger and passion. And as I said, we always in our mind, we are hunting players, and we got few players in our mind when they're going to reach 35 soon.
Okay, so there you have it. Obviously, once again, many congratulations to Weavers for winning the Premiership. It's nice to see new teams going to the title, so it's refreshing. And best of luck on Thursday with the final itself. We're expecting a cracking final this Thursday. It's 9 p.m. at Mabley Green. It's the 2 top teams will be fighting, and who will win? Obviously, we've got the current cup holders, won it twice, and Tigers won it 4 times. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. We're going to take a short break, and obviously we'll look. In the second segment, we're looking at where Cas will be on the stage, the Division 1 champions. So don't go away. We'll see you in a few minutes.